Hello everybody. Well, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to write another book. Maybe my last one, who knows? Never say no, because you never know what's going to happen next. But this is a book I've been contemplating for a very long time. I actually started laying out the outline for it probably last Christmas. And the impetus for this book, the motivation for it, is that I've always been very impressed at how the book Moneyball used sports to convey the power of statistically based analytics. And it was a marvelous read, and it brought the power of statistical analytics to anybody who understood baseball. Well, I want to do the same thing, but this time around AI. And what organizations can do with AI in sports to be more successful, because sports, especially professional and college teams, have a very unique characteristic, a very unique sort of behavior, in that their most important asset is clearly their athletes. These athletes are worth tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars. And the ability to identify, to recruit, to develop, to protect, to retain these athletes differentiates winners from losers. There's no other industry that we've got where the human is so valuable. And so there are some very distinct techniques and things that we can do with AI and intelligence technologies overall that I'm going to dive into, that can show these organizations, these professional and collegiate sports teams, how do I get more from my athletes? But here's the thing that struck me as I was going down this path, thinking about Moneyball, thinking about my experiences in my young life with things like Strat-o-Matic baseball and baseball cards and such, was that every industry has employees as their most important assets. We don't always treat it that way, but think about nurses and doctors and teachers and auditors and engineers and programmers and designers and detectives and soldiers and sales associates and service agents. Every industry has certain individuals, certain humans that create outsized value for the organization. And so the techniques that I'm going to explore on how do you get more out of your athletes can equally apply to any organization who's thinking about, how do I leverage AI to empower my humans? How do I use AI, not from a productivity perspective, but from a fueling innovation and driving new sources of value? So that's the motivation behind the book. I've got a lot of impetus to get it done by the next couple of months, because I'm going to be teaching again this fall at Iowa State. So I want to have it done and taken care of by then. I've got two marvelous friends who are doing the detailed review of the chapters as we go through them. My friend Wei Lin is looking at it from a data science perspective, and my friend Renee Lottie is looking at it from a business professional, humanistic perspective. And so I'm very encouraged by this book. It's come quite a way. I will share more in the future, very near future, about my exploration of my process and what I have learned on this journey. Because I've been using AI to help me write the book. It's not writing the book for me, trust me. It's not capable of doing that. But it is capable of making me more effective, pushing me at different points to think more creatively about things. And the things I've discovered about myself in the process have been truly enlightening. Anyway, so watch this space. The new book is going to come out. I'm tentatively calling the AI Sports Edge. I did share the thought with one Major League Baseball executive, ran them through the process at a high level, and they looked at me and said, wow, that's like Moneyball on steroids. That's the objective. To use sports to help people understand how AI can help them from a personal and professional perspective become more effective, to leverage that natural human curiosity and power that's inside each one of us to become more valuable to our organizations and to our society. Anyway, watch this space, fingers crossed, and cheers.